Hello, New York City Charter Schools. This is Tracy Davey with a training video on how to get an extract from ReportNet to prepare data for electronic import into level 0. Specifically here, I will be talking about your homeless students who receive services that are paid for by Title I, Part A set-aside funds. Okay, so to get into ReportNet, you hover over Secure and tap on ReportNet. This is a great software because you can actually reset your own password using this account management if you ever forget it or if it happens to expire since the last time you've been in here. Level 0 will soon have that functionality. Anyway, right now I'm just going to log in. If you have not been into level 1 of our data warehouse, Cognos or ReportNet, you will see that this software has had a recent... Once you've logged into ReportNet, this is the new landing page. It's actually more of a total makeover than just an update. Along the left-hand side here are some quick navigational tools to help you out with the work that you may need to do. This first one is the home. You can always come back to the screen. This search button is phenomenal and dynamic. You can type in the word of what you're looking for and it'll help you find it quick and easy. You have a personal folder that you can build there, and this is team content. Team content is where everything lives, so for you to get to your extract folder that you hopefully have been to before, you're going to tap on district and the New York City charters, and here are extracts. We actually have some other interesting reports that might help you with work. I do want to point out you can quickly see all of your students and all of your teachers with these two reports on this first page. Anyway, we're heading to extracts, and this was the last item that our programmer made, so it's down at the bottom. There are various different forms of some extracts, so you might want to see the entire name to make sure you're grabbing the document that you want. You can do so by hovering here and dragging it out so that you can see that entire title. Today we're working on our homeless program service reporting, so I'll tap on that. When you get to this screen, you're going to find your school and the current school year and tap on Finish. I've already downloaded this file, and here it is. Like all of our extracts, we give you lots of directions up here at the top. We've color-coded our headers to make it easy to understand the information here, and especially to understand the work that needs to be done. When I opened this, I actually tapped in this field and changed it from a text field to just a number, so the leading zeros disappeared. But actually, this is a good opportunity to see how you can customize things in Excel. It's Excel specifically here, of course, but the same functionality is available in Sheets. I just can't tell you exactly where. I need leading zeros in this field. I'm going to highlight the entire column, right-click, and choose Format the Cells. And I'm going to do a custom format. Right here I can type in what it is that I want. I want a 4-digit number with leading zeros. So when I enter that, it'll fix that column for me. If you ever wreck your dates, whether you're seeing them here as a single number or else with your slashes, you can select your date field, right click, and go to Format Cells again. This time we're going to customize that field with a 4-digit year, hyphen, 2-digit month, and 2-digit day. Okay, I fixed that one. When I first open up the extracts from ReportNet, I like to look at the big picture because, as you can see, based on how much information is in a header, these fields go really wide and then get shoved off the screen. I want to focus in on what we need. So by making it nice and big, I'm going to start crunching the size of different fields. Everything that's blue is a required field. When you see a column with a green header, that means that it's extra information to make your job easier that you just don't have to import. You actually must delete that column before you import the data. To prevent all this run over on the lines, I'm going to hit my wrap text so I can see that better. Every black header is data that should be left blank. And I'm going to hide those fields. I think I have to do them one at a time because there are directions that have merged cells, and it's not letting me do a bunch at once because not every single character in that column is actually blank. When you want to avoid looking at your blank cells, be sure to always use hide. I'm going to see if I'm past all those. No, see, it's got all this highlighted. It's stopping me from touching multiple cells at once because I have merged cells at the top because those directions are long. I'm actually going to just take a look here and scooch off to the right. I don't think there's any other required field, so I actually don't have to look at that at all. Let me zoom back in to where we have all these required fields. Okay, I rect more than one date, but it's merged, so now I have that problem again. I will get to show you this one more time. I'll highlight that column, format those fields, okay. Now, to help you expedite this reporting, this report will give you one line per student. We toss in the student name just so it's easy for you to work on this for verification, and we added the code that this project is working on. If you have a homeless student, you might have to report that they received these Title I monies, and that is this particular code 0892. When you get your report and you've already confirmed with someone at your school, your homeless liaison or whatnot, to ensure which students did receive that benefit of some service paid for by Title I Part A monies, then you can, if you know that a particular student did not participate in that, then you can highlight that entire line and delete it. Otherwise, you're just going to be maybe reporting every student. If you have a homeless liaison whose position is paid for by Title I Part A monies, every student would receive this support record. Okay, just a reminder, when you see green, you have to delete it before you make your CSV file. We have decided that everyone is getting this, so we're going to do that, delete that one. Then you need, in an orange field, if it means that there might be data required there. Some program service records have a reason of ending date. Some require a BEDS code that actually should be orange here. And then there's the end date. If someone is no longer homeless and their homeless record has ended, this would actually be pre-populated for you also for when that homeless record ended. Okay. So now this should be a quick review. You're going to look at the names, make sure that you have all the correct students chosen. I actually recommend let's save it here in Excel so I can get back to these headers nice, quick, and easy. If you realize, I didn't save it with the names in it, that was the last thing I deleted, I'm going to actually hit Control-Z on my keyboard. Actually, it's the second to last thing. And now I can see those names again. Let's save my Excel file with that information. Now I'm going to grab all of the directions and the header row across the top and hit Delete. They have to be gone when I create the CSV. Best practice is to always, always, always go to the last row, the first row that's blank after you have data, scooch way, way down, and just hit a delete on your keyboard. You want to ensure that there's no junk data moving out there. If you tap into a single cell, Excel, anywhere below where there's data, Excel will push out commas all over the place until that exact cell, and that will wreck your upload. As I mentioned, we were supposed to delete these names, so I'm going to do that in the reverse order. Now I want to scooch off to the right to where I see there is no additional data. I can tell that by the way my cells are formatted, that it ended here. This one is formatted. So now I'm going to grab a whole bunch of cells off to the right and hit a delete, and I'm ready to go. If you want to see your data to ensure that you didn't delete the wrong stuff, but it's not visible on the screen after you did that last delete, please use your slider here to get back to the start position to see information. If you need to touch anything, again, you want to tap your cursor into a cell where there is data so you don't spit out a bunch of junk. Then you're going to do a file, save as, and make it a CSV file. I knew it was there somewhere, and save. It's warning me that it doesn't support multiple sheets or color coding and all that other stuff, that's fine. We save that in Excel first, so now I'm fine with my CSV file being just plain straight up data. Even if you were not sure about a kiddo and you highlighted the line and you had to talk to someone before you finally, finish this project to create your CSV, if that line is colored here, that's absolutely fine. That warning was saying, although this line is colored, we're only spitting out the data. Are you okay with that? And you can say yes, because that straight up data is all you need to import. So I'll reduce that and go into level 0. Okay, here we are in our sample database of level 0. To do your electronic import, you're going to hover over electronic import, choose your program facts, and tap here for that ESEA. That is the classification for this as shown in the introductory video. You then, let's actually take a quick look and look at step 3. When you are loading data, step 3 is always set to a default setting that is probably the best one for you to use. In this regard, we absolutely are going to do this first one. If you just loaded your L eligibility intensity and your L program records and program facts, and now you're coming back in to do your homeless information, you don't want to delete all those prior records. So you're going to take this first option, do not delete level 0 records. What it will do is update any records that are repeated. If you made a change to L service, it would actually update that. It'll also load new. Then you would choose your file, go out to my D drive and my homeless folder and find my CSV and upload it. Prepare your file, and then you'd actually do your validate data. When you are finished, remember you must always, always, always perform your L1 data prep. I'm going to hover over my L1 data prep, tap on program facts. Now at this point, if you loaded the L intensity and L program services, now you did a third swipe to quickly load your homeless information, you can actually do all 3 of these at one time. But you don't need to check all. Then you're going to do validate now. If you've only done one and you want to add one, you can certainly add it individually. Validate now and create field. Our training database is not showing me the results because there's no background data to, I can demo this, but it's not set up for a full load. I have to stop here. If you were to happen to get to this point and you get stuck, please call us for help. We are always here to help you, or we'll take a message and get back to you shortly. If you're in level 0 and you can't remember our phone number, you can tap right here on the image, and in the live database, it will be showing right here in the message board. Okay, thank you for joining me, and that really is going to be like a 10-minute job.